Conversations for Self. My name is Simona, and here is where I share my personal experience with healing heartbreak and emotional trauma. Emotions. We love and look for those good emotions, happy, joy, the good feeling of being in love. We search and actively seek out those good emotions. The ones that we shy away from, or we try to hide, or stuff down, pain, discomfort, sadness, heartbreak, those we tend to stuff down and shy away from. I have mentioned that it is very important that you take the time to sit with your emotions and get to know your emotions. Find out where they're coming from. Find out what your emotions are trying to teach you, or trying to tell you, or which direction your emotions are attempting to take you in. Because the good ones guide, as well as those that we deem uncomfortable or bad or negative. I also advocate for getting to know your feelings and your emotions, because in getting to know your feelings and your emotions, you also get in tune and in touch with your instinct, your internal instinct, your internal compass guide to life, the things that are going on, both good or bad. Again, your instinct, your whatever that internal, gut feeling, the God inside of us, talking, letting us know which direction we should or should not be going in. And getting in tune with your instincts, that also gives you a um, clearer read on people and those who come into contact with you, and of course, those that you consider bringing into your life. And of course, today I am touching on relationships and how we can avoid causing our own heartbreak. There are times when getting to know someone, we get the urge to chase. And in chase, there's the feeling that this person may not stay, or this person may leave. And that is an energy read, whether you realize it or not. Energy, we all give off energy. We all, again, no matter what we say, what we do, how we behave, our energies, don't lie. Who we are, what's coming from the inside of us, it does not lie. That is something that cannot be hidden. So when we're getting that urge that someone might leave, instead of chasing, instead of attempting to convince that person to stay, really, really, really take a step back and listen to what your gut is telling you. Because if you're getting the sense that this person may not stay, your internal energy is reading their energy that something is not quite fitting and something is not quite going to work with this. And I have learned to really listen to that feeling of the urge to chase, or the urge to adjust me, adjust who I am, adjust how I do things, in order to get someone to stay, or get someone to continue talking to me, or to get someone to value me more. In learning those emotions, and in learning to listen to my internal instinct, I have come to the realization that that urge is telling me again, as I just stated, that something is not quite right with the fit. Whether that person has something that they're trying to hide, or whether it is, just a compatibility issue. That's something that I really want to listen to, because at the end of the day, every day, everyone wants to be accepted. Everyone wants to be accepted for who they really are. We all want to be able to be free, to be ourselves, to like what we like, to enjoy what we enjoy, to not have to pretend to be something that we're not. And when you are comfortable with the fact that you want to be totally, authentically yourself in every interaction and every occasion, when you become comfortable with that, then you attract people who do love you or like you for you. You attract those people, and at the same time you become more attractive because you are authentic. And we definitely are attracted to authentic people, because authentic people are happier people, because they're not pretending, they're not busy acting, they're not busy putting on a facade, putting on a show. Pretending to be something or someone you're not is hard work. It is hard work. It is so much easier to just be you. Be who you are. Like what you like who you like. Uh, the activities. It's so much easier to be you than it is to be someone else, aka someone you're not. So, in those feelings of I've got to work hard, or I've got to step my game up, or I have to, do whatever in order to keep this person in my life. You again that feeling is a warning sign. That feeling is an alarm. Now, every so often, it is a good alarm. It is pointing you to something that you can actually improve on in your life that will be beneficial, or something that you have wanted to improve on for yourself, not for someone else, but for yourself. So again, though, that negative feeling that I've got to work, I've got to, put in work, I've got to. That internal feeling is an indicator that you might want to step back from this, and you might want to reevaluate, and again see where that where that feeling is coming from. Because once you realize that this person and I may not be a good match, this person and I may not be compatible, and I want them to be themselves, because then they can be truly happy, and then I can be myself, and I can be truly happy. And two happy people, two unrestricted, happy, content people coming together make the best bonds, the best relationships, because then you have two authentic people having an authentic and for real connection. What happens when you pretend to be someone that you're not? It gets tiring. And then you get irritated because you're having to keep up the show, and then they get irritated because you're not showing them who you were in the beginning. But who you were in the beginning is not who you actually are. So then there's that turmoil, and then there's the chase and the run, the chase and the run, and then you're back into a trauma cycle where it is, the reward of pinning this person down, but then it is the pain of having to chase again. So it ultimately is unhealthy, and in the long run it is way more heartbreak because you have time and for real emotions invested. So the best thing to do is to listen to your gut the first time. Always take a step back. Always evaluate. Check in with self. Conversations with self. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I reacting this way? Why do I feel the need to people please? Why do I feel the need to make this person happy more than I feel the need to make myself happy? Because in doing those conversations up front, then there is disappointment in not keeping that person in your life or not moving forward in a relationship. Yes, there is that disappointment. There may be a little, heartbreak because what you initially hoped for, you're going to have to let that go. But I assure you that the initial heartbreak and the initial disappointment hurts a lot less than having to detach from a person that you were not compatible with in the first place. And I know being lonely sucks and it feels terrible at times, but I also assure you that the feeling of loneliness and feeling alone in your space hurts a lot less, and it's a lot more comfortable than, again, having to heal from heartbreak, having to heal from a trauma bond, having to heal from disconnecting with a person, because disconnection hurts, and it doesn't feel good. So one of the things that we need to do is be proactive in our happiness, be proactive in our joy, and be proactive in diminishing those negative feelings. And as you go along, you're going to learn to handle those negative feelings better, and you're going to be able to navigate better with those negative feelings, because again, those conversations with self will help you stay centered and stay in your peace. And I am all about staying centered and staying in happiness and staying in peace. Just peace, internal peace, internal happiness. And we are going to learn to be our own advocates for our own peace and happiness through getting to know our emotions, getting in touch with our instinct, our gut instinct, and really looking at it and not pretending that they don't exist. Because when we pretend that they don't exist, we end up breaking our own heart. In ending, as I always say, self-love, true self-love, and total emotional healing are both very necessary for a happy, content, and successful life.